Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Hey, for those of you who have been geeking out on this channel, you will know that one of the themes that we've talked about when it comes to protecting our young people, and I am talking about school shootings, is we need to take kind of a September 12th TSA approach, okay? We can't go into this long debate about is it the guns, is it the mental health? We can debate that for another couple of hundred years. No, what we need to do is protect the kids and protect them right now. Now, we've seen some school districts, including the whole state of Texas, which came up for funding so they can put armed security guards in the school, and that is a wonderful thing, and we're hoping that many other states are going to follow. Today, we're going to talk about a college campus that happens to be in America's murder capital, who have decided to put armed officers on their campus despite the fact of a massive outcry from student and faculty to not do such. So they didn't cave in, and they've actually done the right thing here. So today, let's talk about the best Second Amendment news you're going to hear this week. Okay, so here we go out to Washington, D.C., the George Washington University, fine academic institution out there in D.C., which happens to be America's murder capital. Don't believe me? Hey, check out this video right here. We went through all of the numbers. They are in first place by a long shot. They are lapping the field right now. Now, currently, the George Washington University does not have armed police officers on campus. They have a lot of police officers. And while they are, I'm sure, very highly trained, very skilled, probably wonderful human beings, this is just a half step better than a mall cop here, okay? Because they are not actually armed, okay? So there are many instances which they don't need to probably deploy lethal force, and they can handle it without that. But God forbid if we had an incident on campus. And we talk all the time about these soft targets and these gun-free zones. And why do shooters seemingly always seem to pick those targets? I wonder why. Well, the Georgetown University has decided that, you know what, despite the fact that the students have been screaming bloody murder and protesting, and that many of the faculty have been joining them and protesting them. No, you know what? We actually want to protect everyone's safety here, and we're going to start arming our police officers again. Now, it's sad in the state of 2023 that we have to do a video about, hey, great news, they're going to allow their police officers to fully do their job again, but this is the world we live in. The university, in a press release, stated, "We have received extremely helpful input from our community so far, and it has improved our planning. Some community members have voiced their concerns, and our work now is to continue to ensure our implementation is guided by community feedback. Ultimately, safety is our foremost priority, and this is deeply personal for each of us based on our identities and experiences. I want everyone not only to be safe, but to also feel safe on our campuses." And listen, so frequently in public education and higher education now, we are seeing administrations cave to the woke mob, to the cancel cultures. And clearly, there was a ton of pressure on the administration to not arm their law enforcement department, okay? In fact, at least one organization, the Students Against Imperialism, was quoted as saying, "This is an attack on black and brown students. This is an attack on the poor and the working class. This is an attack on DC residents who will almost certainly be brutalized by an armed GWPD." And I'm not even certain how to respond to that, but of course it's a very bold and broad brush that they're painting with there without identifying any instances or evidence to back that up. Listen, I applaud the George Washington University, the administration, and the police department for putting your students' safety at front and center of your agenda. I applaud you for doing what candidly most other major state universities are doing right now, which is to have their own law enforcement department, and actually to have them armed. I can speak from experience that both the University of Washington has its own police department, as does Washington State University, and they are in fact fully commissioned and armed police officers. Listen, you may have more questions about this or anything else related to securing our schools, and if you do, you should know how to get a hold of Washington Gun Law by now, but if you don't, that's okay. That information is right down there in the description box. In the meantime, let's all remember that part part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay safe.